years ago, a controversy happened. The allegations, the evidences, everything in theory, I acknowledge them. But are they all 100% true? I believe you know my answer, and it's no. I will not apologize for something I haven't done. Therefore, no channel that addressed my situation has my full respect. I'm sorry, but you content creators failed to impress me. Yes, I accepted the abundance of criticism I have received ever since it happened, and I made the best use of it. What I learned from everything is, don't go near problematic kids or adults. That's it, nothing else. It sounds mega stupid, but it saved my mental health more than I could have imagined. Now, you wonder why the moral of the story ended this way for me? It's pretty much simple. Back then, when the entirety of the controversy started, I was not stable, nor had a stable community with stable friends. You can bet that most of the friends I left behind are quite problematic on their own, and I do not wish to make my life even more problematic than it already was. Now that you have this in mind, allow me to speak about this certain kid who emailed me one time. This kid was in my emails asking me to be his girlfriend and practically asking to be groomed. Of course, as a sane person, I refused and sent the entire B-movie script to him. Come on, it's funny. After I posted a new video, he apologized for what happened. I said to him to at least speak to his parents about his problems and what he might feel, and if possible, he might just need a bit of therapy. Now folks, therapy is never bad. I got it myself a few months ago, and I promise you, it's worth it. So, I thought things were done there, but he still went through my emails messaging me that he would kill himself. He was going to kill himself because I didn't want to be his friend nor girlfriend and groom him. In the end though, he didn't kill himself. He just straight up tried to manipulate me by threatening suicide. Do you see how kids can be absolutely stupid and how they can manipulate even a young adult? Dads and moms, if you're seeing this, make sure you're not raising a harasser. I don't care if it's a minor, it's still wrong. Anyway, what occurred in my controversy was similar. I felt obligated to do the stupidest choice I ever made while being unstable 2 years ago. Give company to a kid under a platonic celibate relationship so he wouldn't kill or harm himself. No sexual exploitation or harassment was ever done, and I did not have any intention to do that. His suicidal behavior were empty threats. But at the time I thought, if I don't do something, this kid's going to kill himself at this rate and everyone's going to blame me for killing a child. I was so desperate to save someone's life, and my entire career crashing down didn't come to my mind at that time. People were pissed off and enraged with my actions, and I do not blame them. But at the time, nobody was really allowing me to explain myself properly or even question me properly. Not even the people around me. I felt afraid that if I mentioned anything about the kid threatening suicide, nobody would believe it. So I took accountability for a story that never really happened. But now I'm taking accountability with courage enough to tell what really happened, and nothing is going to change what I've said. I was 18. And even being an 18-year-old, that doesn't mean I'm an adult with a fully adult mindset. I can tell you for sure that most 18-year-olds aren't as mature as they think they are, and you only fully develop yourself after your 20s. I'm 20 now, so I know better. It took a while, but the video is here and that's what matters. If you're wondering if the kid is fine, yes, he's fine. The most recent news I've gotten about him, despite having cut off contact with him, was through one of my close friends. He is living a healthy life like nothing happened. He did not kill himself. What I have done didn't come close to a crime, but more as a mistake that I felt like I couldn't avoid. I still don't condone pedophilia, and I do not condone older people dating young teens or kids. If you're ever stuck in a situation where people threaten their lives to manipulate you, don't listen to them and try to find an alternative way to help them. If needed, call for help. And to answer an obvious question, I have no interest in children. I am straight and I like men, and I love to have a man like Leon Kennedy in my life. Don't question me for liking Leon, okay? He's one of the men that can make other men question if they're straight. Back to the topic, I am genuinely glad I got called out for my mistakes, even though I was an emotional mess at the time, and I was not in the right state of mind to be addressing anything. My mind was thinking about the kid trying to end his life while I said all the things I've said, and I never realized I was being manipulated to believe that in the first place. I will never sacrifice my morality again for this kind of shit. Being called out was great, but that doesn't mean I'm not genuinely pissed by the hypocrisy and blatant rudeness of some who tried to address it in the sickest way possible while over-exaggerating everything. I am certain that some of you went to my channel expecting a monster, but in the end got someone behaving like a normal person should, and that might have led you to confusion. Since we're talking about hypocrites, here, I can name just a few of them. Harley TBS, one of the main people who addressed my situation, had defended lolly pornography just talking the video for 12 minutes. Trust me, I watched the deleted video entirely and I lost brain cells. You can watch the video in the description. If it gets deleted, you know who did it. It's odd to see someone defending lolly pornography. It almost feels as if Harley looks at lolly porn. Nobody in their sane mind would defend that unless they enjoy it. I can confirm that Harley still watches lolly-related content to this day. Just make sure when he reaches his 20s, he doesn't become a complete weirdo. Turkey Tom. He has a pretty inaccurate way of addressing scandals, doesn't know how to let certain situations rest, and he was once racist and allowed anti-Semitic content in his channel in a single video before. Not sure if he still is openly racist, but he can be very immature with taking criticism. Here's a video about his immaturity, despite being a bit old now. I hope he's insecure about himself as he was before, because shielding himself from criticism by criticizing others seems like the perfect idea to make everyone overlook his problems. Toastify. Oh boy, Toastify unstated a girl who supported pedophilia and zoophilia while being in a cult about it. Her name was Watermelon the Cat. Once his video on me, filled with opinions and evidences twisted in his favor, went viral, he decided to cut off contact with her. Mind you, his ex was exposed before, yet he didn't seem to pay any mind of her being exposed. This is an assumption, but I don't think a guy like him who's so against groomers would have overlooked this. People can find stuff about you quickly if possible, and information spreads easily. It's why I know this. Your entire take on me is nothing but a failure, and it's pretty much what I expect from someone coming from Britain. Imperialism is failing, and you know it. I have no ill will towards all of them, and I wish no harassment at all. If you condone harassment, I do not recognize you as a part of my community. My point is to just call out their hypocrisy. The reason why they wanted to make me look so bad instead of making a video against someone like Seth the programmer, not hear the other side, not even interview the victims or the ones truly involved? Money! Money and views, boys and gals, because that's how capitalism works, and they don't really care about you or your mental health, at least in general. Just to not be a hypocrite, I will not monetize this video for the sake of being a serious topic. If ads appear in it, it's probably YouTube being YouTube. The only content creators I really tolerate while they monetize their content are Sunny V2 and Keemstar. If you aren't at their level, then I can't respect you. So, there it is. To all the content creators and their audience, I am not apologizing to you. You are not the victim, you were not involved, and you were not there. If you ever make a video about this, just know that I will not listen to any of your twisted stories and opinions. Regardless of what I've said in the past, these are the facts, so take it or leave it. At this point, you just really want me to groom a child, and that makes you no better. You guys in particular never care about my health, so I should not care about yours either. You keep talking about grooming and thinking about kids. I do not care if you justify it through someone's drama, you're still thinking about it. Stop it, you sick fuck. I will never be a groomer, nor a pedophile, not even a predator. Never in my life I admitted to be one of those. You're not my parents or my friends to tell me who I really am, and you do not know my life behind this screen to have the right to judge now. I am tired of people pointing fingers at me to hide their own mistakes. We all have free speech, but that doesn't take the right from us to call your bullshit out. For those who were involved in the scene, I will say it out loud again, even though I already apologized to the victim and his parents in the controversy. I am sorry. While most of you may not have contact with me anymore, I have taken everything I needed to take as criticism and live a better life. May the world offer you all great opportunities ahead. I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.